Y'all, there aren't many companies out there that can say they have over 150 different exterior products, over 30 different interior products, products that range from compounds and polishes, chemicals, to even towels. Y'all, the company we're talking about today is no other than P&S Detailing Products. And we're going to use nothing but P&S products to detail my dirty 4Runner. Let's get after it. All right, y'all, so we're gonna get the vehicle all vacuumed out and blown out, and then we'll start working on the interior. So I really love P&S's interior products. They have a really great carpet system that we don't really need as much today, but we are gonna talk about it. And their Express Interior Cleaner, which is what we'll be using today. Guys, it's my go-to interior cleaner for my clients' vehicles and just for general interior cleaning. Really great value, foams well. So some people have asked me recently what kind of vacuum I used. Well, this is it. It's nothing fancy, but it does the job. It's the Craftsman 5-liter vacuum. I got it at Lowe's. I don't remember exactly how much it is, so I'll put the price here. But definitely good value. It works well. I did upgrade the hose. This one I got on Amazon. I'll also put this over here as well. All right, y'all, so we have the vehicle already vacuumed, blown out. Time to clean the interior. And up first is one of my absolute favorite products by P&S, their Express Interior Cleaner. And this product is great for a lot of reasons. Not only does it work well, has a great foaming action, which is very satisfying and I know a lot of detailers like, but really does a great job cleaning. You can also dilute it. I use it straight a lot of times. It just has more cleaning power, but you can dilute it up to a 1-to-1 and still works really great. So today, my vehicle is not that dirty, so we are going to go ahead and mix it at a 1-to-1. So I got the new Active Premium Accessory Kit. So it came with my new Active Stubby, the hose, as well as the lance and the foam cannon. So I just did the unboxing to that actually earlier today before I recorded this video. So I'm really excited to try it out for the first time. I haven't used any of those products. I do use the Active 2.0 pressure washer. That is my go-to, and been using that for some time and really enjoy it. So anyways, but this video is not about Active, it's about P&S, so let's get back at it. Got it in my trusty IK sprayer. Although, while I love IK sprayers, and we're gonna be using even the new electric IK eFoam Pro 2 today. I'll actually unbox that just on this video, might as well. It's still sitting in the box and I wanna use it. We're gonna use it for the wheels. But Yeah, love their stuff, but I'm excited to use try the new press-alls that Obsessed Garage modified. So those are really cool. And if you haven't seen those yet, I'll put them right here. So definitely check those out. But IK is a great sprayer, and yeah, that's what we're using today. Also going to grab my trusty Detail Factory brush, a couple Rag Company microfibers, and a Scrub Ninja. Let's get after it. All right, y'all. So P&S has a number of different interior products. This is their main, just kind of general purpose interior cleaner. They do have Swift, which is an interior cleaner with protection. And we'll actually use that a little bit on the seats, just so you can check that out, as well as some others. So, I mean, like I was telling you earlier, P&S has a ton of products. There's an entire truck line of products. We're actually going to use one of those products today, one or two of them today. There's like a mud buster, and I thought we might try that on the wheel wells. They also have a coating that I haven't tried. This is a spray coating, or a spray dressing rather, not a really coating. And I've heard that's really great to use in the wheel wells, so we're gonna try that. All right, let's get after it. Cue some good detailing music. All right, y'all, so like I said, they have a ton of interior products. Here are two more of them. They're Swift Clean and Shine, which is a interior cleaner with protection, and we're actually gonna use that. It's safe on leather, vinyl, and all kinds of interior plastics and things like that. So that's a great product, and we're gonna use that now. I usually opt for the Express Interior Cleaner because I'm just looking for a product to usually that cleans, and then if I want to add some interior protection, I'll do that additionally. But that is a great one step, and if your vehicle isn't too dirty, it's a great go-to, just right off the rip. Another one that I do have that we're not gonna use today is their Natural Finish Interior Dressing. And this is just an interior dressing for leather, vinyl, and rubber surfaces. Adds a little bit of protection, but is not a cleaner per se. Let's go ahead and check out this Swift Clean and Shine. This product really has a nice scent to it. I mean, so does the Express Interior Cleaner as well. I don't know if I can quite describe this. It's a little fruity, but it's great. So it has a little bit of shine to it, but it's more of a satin finish than anything. Definitely not glossy, which is good because I hate glossy interior dressings. I'd rather it have a nice OEM matte look. But like I was saying earlier, I don't know if I would try this. And in fact, if you watch their videos, they do not recommend using it on super dirty vehicles. But this is not a super dirty vehicle, although it's dirtier than it has been in a while. Getting too busy detailing other people's vehicles. All right, y'all, we've got the interior done. So, momentary pause so I can play with my dog.
Introduzir você entre Cuba, Brasil e África. Cuba, Cuba, curerê, kiririri we now. Cuba, Cuba, curerê, kiririri we. Cuba, Cuba.
All right, y'all, before moving on from the interior entirely, I definitely have to talk about these three products. Now, we didn't use them today because I didn't need them. My carpets aren't dirty, but this is their 3-step carpet system. And guys, this is absolutely incredible. It's one of the reasons that I first started using P&S products altogether. That and their wheel and tire cleaner, which we'll talk about in a second. But like I said, it is a 3-step process. The first one is their Terminator enzyme cleaner. And this is great for your organic stains. You apply this first, rub it in, let it set. And then you go back with the carpet bomber, which is their second step. And after that point, I agitate it with either a regular brush or a drill brush, depending on the severity, and it's good to go. But you do want to finish it off with their peroxide finisher. This is going to keep the fibers from absorbing dirt really quickly right afterwards. So like an imperative last step. So this 3-step system, if you don't have it, definitely check it out. And if you're interested, you can save 10% with my code CD10, link in the description, on all 3 of these products at theradcompany.com. So definitely go check that out if you want to pick these up for yourself. All right, now for wheels and tires. All right, y'all, up next we do have the wheels and tires. And for P&S's wheel and tire product, we have Brake Buster. Now this is a great alkaline wheel and tire product. Like I said, not just great on the wheels, but also great on tires. And today we're gonna put this in my brand new IK eFoam Pro 2. Super stoked to have just gotten this. If you missed the video where I unboxed this, you can check that out right here, link it in the description. But yeah, let's dive into this guy. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the IK eFoam Pro 2, it's basically just like their 1.5 liter Foam Pro 2, but with a battery pack. So that way you don't have to manually pump it up. Although of course you still have that option, which I think is cool in case you were to run out. But I believe the battery has about 60 minutes of work time, which that's a lot of time. I mean, you could probably do multiple details with that. So, and of course, if you're working out of a home shop, you just charge it afterwards. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this set up. All right, so for Brake Buster, you can dilute this a number of different ways or use it straight. I'm gonna dilute it at a 1-to-1 ratio. So let's get the IK filled up. All right, y'all, so today in our wheel and tire bucket, we're gonna be using Frostbite. They do have another shampoo called Pearl, but I don't have that one, so we're gonna be using Frostbite in both the wheel and tire bucket and also later in the contact wash and for the pre-foam. So let's go ahead and get our bucket set up. All right, so we're gonna be really scientific about this today. All right, y'all, we're gonna get after the wheels and tires. Before we get started, shout out to Suds Lab for sending me this cool caddy, as well as a bunch of other great products. And so we'll be definitely featuring them in one of the upcoming videos. Also, thank you to everybody that commented on the last video where we did a full detail using only Koshimi products. That's why I'm doing this one with P&S, because a lot of you told me, hey, I want to see you do one with P&S products. So no problem there. I love P&S products, and I definitely have a bunch of them already. So if there's someone else that you'd like to see me do next, I know a number of people said Armor Detail Supply. I've heard a lot of others too. So let me know in the comments, what detail do you want to see me do next? All right, let's grab our IK and get these guys foamed up. Guys, game changer, y'all. Game changer, y'all. So much better. I mean, for those of you that have the traditional ones that you just hand pump, I mean, you get a little bit and you've got to pump it again and you've got to, this is great. That's great. It is a little loud, but I mean, you know, just is going to run till it fills it back up. So I don't mind that. I'm impressed by that. Well done. Well done, IK. All right, so for those of you with matte wheels, you guys know the struggle is real keeping them clean. These are coated. I have Geon wheels on this. Now, granted, the wheel coating is now about 14 months old, and I really probably need to recoat it. I think 18 months is about all you can expect out of a wheel coating. But with that said, it definitely helped tremendously. But satin wheels, specifically these TRD wheels, while they look great when they're clean, they are a pain to keep clean. But using a wheel mitt like this is the Cyclone Ultra wheel mitt from the Rag Company. That's a really nice aid going along with your other brushes. I'm a big fan of the Detail Factory brushes, but there's a lot of good ones on the market. In fact, my, where is it? It's lost. This is a Proper Detail brush. They make a lot of great brushes as well. You can get those at the House of Rags, I believe, or off the Proper Detail website. Another great brush company. All right, let's get these guys hosed off. All right, guys, so for vehicles with running boards, steps, rock sliders, whatever, I like to get them when I'm doing the wheels and tires. The same with the exhaust. You can use the same products, and then that way you're not taking really dirty parts and contaminating your wash bucket. So just a recommendation, but I think it'll help out. right, y'all, so my 4Runner does have rubber WeatherTech mats. So just like we did on the wheels and tires, you can actually use Brake Buster. So we're gonna put that on the mats. We're gonna go ahead and spray them off good first, and then we'll apply Brake Buster. All right, y'all, so now we have the wheels and tires and the mats all done, so it's time to do the pre-wash. And so we're gonna get our foam cannon ready, and this is the first time I'm getting to use the brand new active foam cannon, and really excited to try it out. I've heard amazing things. I mean, the construction already looks really incredible. It's a little loud, but the construction looks really incredible. Contoured bottle, but what I'm most excited about is this the straw on it, or the tube, whatever you want to call it. It's the flexible tube like you would find on the MJJC foam cannon. I don't know why all of them don't use it. Like, I love the Veloci PF22 foam cannon, but my only complaint with it is it doesn't have this kind of tube on it. So anyways, that's great to see. It has great stainless construction. Yeah, so excited to try it. Anyways, but this is about P&S, like I said earlier. So we're using Frostbite. So we're gonna be a little more exact than we were in the buckets. You're supposed to use it in your foam cannon at a 10-to-1 ratio or 1-to-10, however you wanna look at it. So we're gonna put, I use basically half the foam cannon. So 500 milliliters, so which means we need 1.6 ounces of Frostbite. Let's get it filled up. And so Frostbite is a little bit higher pH, a little more alkaline product. It's gonna have a little bit heavier cleaning power than just maybe your pH neutral snow foam, and I guess like their other snow foam that we're not using today, which is their product Pearl. So I actually haven't tried that one, so I look forward to trying it sometime. If somebody out there really loves it, definitely let me know in the comments below. But today we're using Frostbite. We're gonna pre-foam with that, we're gonna rinse, and then we're gonna foam again and contact wash. So a lot of Frostbite. It definitely would be something that you don't want to let dry in the sun. All right, let's get after it, y'all. All right, so some of you out there recommended foaming bottom to top. I've always foamed top to bottom. Let me know in the comments if you are a diehard top to bottom foamer or bottom to top foamer. I don't know, let me know. So we'll try it this way for a while. So really liking the active spray gun, and really when I unboxed the spray gun of Lance, I was a little critical of the grip. I thought it was a little narrow, maybe a little flimsy, but actually kind of enjoying the change in grip. I was just previously used to the Veloci is a little bit beefier, especially on the Aqualine Lance. So, but yeah, I like the change. It's not bad at all. All right, now that we've got it rinsed off, we're gonna go ahead and get the foam cannon ready again. And while I'm doing that, just thought I'd mention, you know, I like to do upgrades on my vehicle. My last 4Runner, I did suspension and a lot of different upgrades to it. So if you'd like to see me do some of the modifications to this one, this is fairly stock. I've done a couple cosmetic things like upgrade the taillights to Morimoto, you know, add some Raptor lights and little things like that. The valances I've blacked out, but you know, I'll be doing the more advanced things to it definitely as my warranty runs out in about a year or less. So yeah, let me know what sort of things you'd like to see me do. I'll probably be doing the headlights next and would love to feature this on the channel if anybody's interested. So let me know in the comments, y'all. All right, let's get it foamed up again and then we'll do our contact wash. So far, I'm loving the new active foam cannon. Works really well, gets a nice foam. Yeah, solid. And I think it looks pretty sweet. All right, y'all, so it's time for the contact wash using the Cyclone Ultra wash mitt from the Rag Company. And speaking of the Rag Company, I'm using the Anthony from Rag Company glug glug method to measure my frostbite for the bucket, as you saw earlier. Was not very scientific about it, so I think that's okay. It was pretty close, but we did measure it out in the foam cannon. So about 12, 14 months ago, I did put on a glass coating. I did the Q2 glass by Geon, and it's worked really well, but it's time to put a new coating on. And I do have the Armor Detail Supplies glass coating, so super stoked to try that. In fact, today, and not on this video, but after this detail, I'm gonna be trying out the brand new Armor Detail Supply trim coating. So video to come out on that very soon. In fact, depending on when you're watching this video, that product comes out June 13th. So, you know, less than a week from the day I'm filming this. So really excited about this product. They have two new products. They have their trim coating, and then they also have a citrus cleaner, which is a super versatile cleaner, and I'll be doing a video on that very soon as well. But anyways. All right, y'all, so the vehicle's all rinsed off, and now it's time to get it dried. Like I said, I'm gonna go all in on doing the full brand, so we're even gonna use a P&S towel, and this is their Refined Extreme Drying Towel. It's an 80-20 twist loop blend, 1200 GSM, so a pretty thirsty towel. Nice gray color. Oh yeah, great looking towel. And really a nice size. It's not too big. When the towels get a little too large, it's a little difficult to handle. I usually like running a blower in one hand and then the towel in the other. So if it's kind of that right medium size, it really works perfect. But y'all, what's your favorite drying towel? Let me know in the comments below, guys. All right, y'all, now that the vehicle's dried off, there's some finishing touches that we need to do. We're gonna hit the door jambs and the glass here in a minute, but I wanna talk about some of the kind of the finishing products that you can do to your exterior. The first is a newer one for them. It's their Inspiration Defender, and this is an SiO2 based product. You simply apply it to a clean, dry vehicle on a microfiber towel, and then you buff off, and it gives you, I believe, a couple months of protection. Definitely makes it very slick, and I've used this many times before. Huge fan of this. And Another product that's really good is Bead Maker. Now, a lot of people use this as a drying aid. You can apply it to a wet or a dry vehicle, and then just buff it off. I will say that if you are using this as a drying aid with your nice drying towels, it will tend to kind of kill that microfiber. You can wash them and you can get that out, but it will make them not kind of coat the fibers and not dry as well. So just a caveat to kind of be aware of, but this product works really well and does provide a little bit of protection. All right, and the last product I wanted to talk about in this category is Dream Maker. And this is honestly one of my favorite products by P&S. It's a gloss enhancer, and so I don't believe there's any protection in this, but it really does provide a nice deep, rich gloss to the paint. So really great for client vehicles to just add that kind of extra wow factor, and great for your own vehicle. So huge fan of this. Some people will even combine it, I believe, as an 8-to-1 ratio, Bead Maker, Dream Maker. Today, we're gonna be using on our exterior Inspiration Defender because, well, it's one of my favorites and it's one of their newer products. So let's get after it. All right, so next up, I like to hit the door jambs. And if they aren't particularly dirty, like certainly this one's not that dirty, I just hit it with a rinseless wash. And in this case, since we're using P&S, their rinseless wash is their absolute rinseless wash, which is really one of my favorites. It's something that I've used for the most part for my client details when I'm doing, small touch-ups, door jambs, things of that nature. I think it works really well and smells great. So I've got it mixed at a 256-to-1 ratio in this bottle, and so let's get after it. All right, y'all, next up on the vehicle is the windows. So there are two products that I want to talk about, and the first is their True View glass cleaner. And y'all, this is slept on. This is actually probably my favorite glass cleaner. Really, really works well, cuts through grease and film, even great for the off-gassing on the inside of your glass. So True View is really great. And when you need a glass cleaner, this is the one to go with. The next product that we're going to talk about, which is what we're actually going to use today, since our glass is clean, is the Reflect Glass Finisher. And so this isn't a glass cleaner per se, it is a finisher and an SiO2 based protectant for your glass. And this is great on exterior glass, adds some nice slickness and hydrophobics. It's great on your interior glass. It helps prevent fogging and things of that nature. So this I highly recommend. This is a great glass cleaner. We got the glass really clean on the wash today, so we're just going to use the finisher, but both of these products are absolutely amazing. And we're also gonna use my favorite glass Take two. We're also gonna use my favorite glass towel today. It's the FTW, or For the Windows, I believe it stands for. It's by the Rag Company, and they have it in a number of different colors, but I think the pink is pretty sick. So I like to go around the vehicle and do the interior, and then I grab a different glass towel and then hit the exterior. I guess you certainly could carry two glass towels with you and do it at the same time, but I definitely recommend using a different one on the exterior. If you're actually cleaning your glass, you're probably going to want to use several. That's really the key to nice streak-free glass. Not only just a good cleaner, but clean glass towels every time. Super key. And then I use an entirely separate one for the interior of the windshield. And if you have a vehicle that's creating that film, either from someone that smokes in their vehicle, or if it was a vehicle, you know, as new vehicles, they do what's called off-gassing. And so that's where the adhesives in the plastic and in the vehicle, they start to leach and come out, and it creates a thin film on the inside of your window. And that's what a lot of people have trouble getting out or getting off their glass, is that. So something that works really well for that is actually using a panel prep spray. That really cuts through it well. You also could use soap and water and then go back and clean it with a glass cleaner. But, you know, really a hack is, I think, using a panel prep spray. Anyways, let's get the exterior. All right, y'all, we're on the final step. We need to apply the different trim dressings. And so there's 3 that we're gonna talk about today. And the first is one that I actually haven't used at all, and it's the no rub coating, which is a spray coating. And you could certainly use this on tires and other trim, but I've heard it's really incredible in the wheel wells. So I'm gonna try that today on the wheel wells of the vehicle. So the next dressing we're gonna talk about today is their full send trim dressing. And guys, this is what we're gonna use on our tires. This supposedly creates a great OEM look. And this is in their off-road line. So there's a number of products in that off-road line, everything from all-purpose cleaners to total dressing, this right here. So this is supposedly supposed to create a OEM appearance, so not too glossy. So that's exactly what we're looking for on my vehicle. And the last dressing we're talking about today is their Swift Clean and Shine. Now, this isn't necessarily a dressing. It does add some protection and a little bit of satin finish. And so this is what we're gonna put on our floor mats. So we've cleaned them. We cleaned them with Brake Buster, and they've been drying. And so one of the last touches we're gonna do is applying some Swift to it, because we do want to rejuvenate the mats and add that nice OEM appearance to it, but we don't want slick mats. That's dangerous. So, you know, be really careful. I worked on a client's vehicle recently, and there was some super, super slick, slick tire dressing on the floor mats. And so I had to get that off. Full disclosure, my favorite product to use as a mat dressing is, unfortunately, not a P&S product, but it's a Koshimi product, and it's their Gummy Fix. And guys, that works super, super well at rejuvenating the mats, getting it back to an OEM appearance, but without providing that slickness that can be, quite frankly, very dangerous. So do watch out for that if you're gonna put something on your mats. Choose something that is not slick. And like I said, Gummy Fix works excellent for that. All right, let's get all these trim dressings put on. All right, so first up, we're gonna apply the no rub coating. And we're just gonna spray it on in the wheel wells. It says to hold the can 8 to 10 inches away from the surface, and a light buffing may produce more desirable shine. So they do say that no rub coating is slippery and should not be used on steering wheel, gas brake, or clutch pedals, or floor mats, things like that. I will say, y'all, use this in a well-ventilated area. I probably should even be using some respiratory protection for this, but yeah, it is strong. All right, y'all, next up we're going to apply the full send total dressing to the tires. Oh, I have not used this product before, and I will say it is on the thinner side when you're applying it, which I guess does make it apply easy. Something to take note of. definitely getting a nice matte or like rather satin finish, which I like. I don't like a super glossy tire, so if you like that, then yeah, this is definitely the way to go. All right, let's get the other tires. All right, y'all, so our last finishing touch and our last dressing that we're gonna apply is the Swift Clean and Shine. We're going to apply that to our rubber WeatherTech mats so that we can, you know, give them a nice little OEM look to it without making them slick. All right, let's get after it. All right, y'all, we're just finishing up, and I think it turned out really well. What about you? Y'all, thank you so much for watching today. It was so much fun getting to do a full detail with nothing but P&S products. I mean, they have so many incredible products. I didn't even scratch the surface. If there's a product line you'd like to see me feature next in the series, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And as always, we'll catch you next time.